Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, the iPhone 6 review is here, on my channel at least. Anyways, so, I got this not too long ago, and I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed with it. I really like it. It's a lot like the 5S, except just a little bit bigger, and a lot thinner. And I actually really like this thing. I actually got a pretty cool lock screen thing. But I love Zedge. Zedge is awesome. Now, I don't use my phone as a gamer type thing or anything like that. I have a few simple apps for my electronic stuff that I need to keep up on. I have my Bible on here, I have GarageBand, I've got iMovie, which I don't really use. And of course my camera app, and a few other little apps, you know, calculator, stuff like that, some dB meters that I downloaded to try out. It's kind of nice having a decibel meter to find out how loud and how dangerous my hearing is about to become with my amp that's soon to be cranked up a little bit. And I've got like one video game on here so far. And that's it. You know, I'm a practical guy when it comes to a phone. I like to talk to people, or sometimes I'll text, depending on what it is about. Otherwise, I would much rather talk to somebody on the other end, because you can only say so much in a text and get a point across, whereas on a telephone, you can say more in less time than you do in texting, and you get to say exactly what you need to say back and forth at the same time a lot faster too. So I don't really care about apps. When I went in to get this thing, the guy tried to upsell me to an 8S or an 8, and I'm like, I don't need it. Why? Why should I? Well, because, you know, the 6 is going to be, you know, they're going to stop doing updates eventually. Buddy, we got an iPhone 5S, and it's getting old, and it is still running the most current up-to-date OS. So don't give me your line of crap. And besides which, I'm an Apple tech too, so yeah, I kind of know what they're doing, and they are not cutting this phone off that quick like you trying to make us believe. So wrong person to pick on for that one. So anyways, he backed off right fast after that and let me settle for what I wanted, which was the 6. Now, the 6S is a much larger phone. It's more like having a tablet, and it's like, that's just disgusting. Anything bigger than this is actually horrible. But, you know, it depends on the person, right? We all have our own tastes. My taste is thin and human size, you know, and practical purposes. I run a few programs, that's it. And otherwise I use it as just a regular telephone and the odd texting. Now, I do take pictures with it. I have shot video with it. The thing is freaking amazing. Even the audio quality is actually pretty damn good. I don't use the headset that came with it. It's actually, the headset's still in its package. Probably stay there until the end of the world, just because I don't generally like sticking earbuds in my head. You know, overall, I think it's a really good phone. Now, the case I got for it cost me about $4. And it's a pretty decent little case, actually, and it is got rubber as well as a hard part to it, so it's like a dual layer thing. And I picked up a screen protector, actually, for, what was it? I think about $3. I got my spare one here, someplace in this mess. There it is. $3 at Dollarama. And this is supposed to be shatterproof anyways. They say you can impact resistant, so, and scratch resistant. Because if you crack a screen on an iPhone, chick-ching, baby. Okay, and well, it's not that bad, really. I mean, depends on who you go to, I guess, for your replacement screen. But I also got a warranty thing on there that I pay for, which I think I might continue paying for. I even covers stupidity shit, which it includes, whoops, I dropped it, and they'll replace my phone right away. I think it's nice. It's not even very heavy. You know, what I don't like is the lack of choices of cases, but I still got to find a case which I know I'm going to have to pay for it. It's going to really hurt. I'm going to have to actually go to the guy at the mall if I want one right away. But I want one of those hip cases, either one that goes down this way or one that's like this, so I can carry it like on a belt clip type of thing. Because right now it's a pain in the ass. I put it in my jacket pocket. Yeah, not too bad, you know. And I do want to get a cell phone holder for the car. and because we're going to be actually upgrading the stereo in our car, and it's going to have the Bluetooth stuff on it, so we can go completely hands-free, which would be awesome. So I want to have something I can mount that on the dash in front of me, so I can, you know, keep an eye on shit, you know, type of thing. But it does have the fingerprint ID scan as well. I have mine set up for that, so only my fingerprint gets into the phone. And the backup code, well, that's in here, you know, so in case my fingerprint doesn't work, you know, I got a code I can type in if I want. But other than that, I mean, I think it's a wonderful phone. And if you're an Apple person, you don't mind Apple products, or you love Apple products, and you're looking at an upgrade machine, I would probably suggest the iPhone 6 would be an idealistic thing. But get yourself a half-decent case for it at least, and get the glass. Get shatter-resistant or shatter-proof glass, because I'm telling you, if you drop this thing and it hits the ground the wrong way, it is finished. You will destroy the screen, okay? And that costs money to replace. I have never once, because I am bad for dropping phones, yeah, it happens. I've never once, since using shatter-resistant or even bulletproof glass, ever broken a screen on any phone, okay? And I've dropped them because, like I said, I've had a habit of dropping phones at times. It does happen to me, and I've never once had a problem. And even a case like this for $4 actually protects it, you know, which is protect your investment, you know, is a big thing. And I am going to get a better quality case, because my wife found a really kick-ass Star Trek case with a Star Trek embossed emblem on it too, and it's like, ooh, I like that. It's like $25. I think it was on Amazon or some site anyways. But that is a pet peeve I will actually mention, is there's a deception. I went to, and I found a second case that was in like black and the green color that I like. It's actually the same green as on my camera here. And I thought, man, that's sexy. I like that. That's a cool case. That's better than what I just bought 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm bad. And it says for iPhone 6 and 6S. So I'm like, okay, I grab it. I pay for it, $4 plus tax. And then I get into the car. I take it apart. And it's like, what the? It's swimming in there. Yet it says 6 and 6S. Which is telling me that either somebody mislabeled the box and it's a 6S only, or there actually is an iPhone 6 that's the same size as the 6S, which I'm going to have to check into on that one. However, I've got the 4.7 inch, I believe it is, iPhone 6, and so yeah, you got to watch it when you're trying to even order cases online. Make sure it specifically fits this phone. And there's not a boatload of choices of cases, which really annoys the hell out of me. So, anyways, and I used to like the ballistic hardcore cases, but I can't even find one of those for it. So that kind of upset me a little bit. But as far as the rest of it goes, overall, I think it's definitely worth an easy 4.5 out of 5. As far as those of you who like your star reviews, I'll put this at a 4.5 out of 5 for you. I think that's more than fair. But the shatterproof screen that I got for it, or shatter resistant screen, I'll throw that in as part of the review too for $3. How do you go wrong? You know, and it's also a bubble proof screen too, so you're not going to get the bubbles on your glass. Just follow the friggin' instructions on how to do it right, and you'll be fine. The $4 case I bought is great too, but the main review here is all about the iPhone 6, and I think it's great. Siri is actually not too bad, running the most current OS, although she is still stupid on a few things that you want to ask for, but that's to be expected anyways. But the Siri app is actually kind of fun either way. You can joke around with Siri, and it's hilarious. It's kind of like having another friend with you, in a sense. Because she can come up with some pretty interesting answers to questions. But the location of the buttons, I kind of liked the button being up top, like on the 5S. The only problem is when you're holding the phone like this, you tend to click the button and you might just end your phone call. But of course that can happen on the side too, so it really makes no difference. but you do have a side access button, you know, and your volume controls on the side, which is actually, I like that. On and off for your ringer. It's over here. Convenient, nice. Headphone jack, microphone, charge port on the bottom, of course. It doesn't matter which way you put the cable in. And of course your speaker. Now, the speaker in this thing is quite loud too, which is another reason I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. That's a really loud speaker in this one, and fairly clear too. And I run my volume output at full blast on this, and it works great. So very happy with that as well. So overall, great little phone. I think that if you're after an iPhone and you still, you know, you don't want to try that iPhone 8 or any of the double glassed bodied phones from Apple, because I think that, you know, glass is not a good material to be using on a phone, other than for the screen itself, but on the backing, no, bad idea. You know, I would say that this is a great choice because it's also a metal backing on this one too, which is nice. But anyways, that's my thoughts on this thing. I like it. I love it, actually. That's it. That's all. Let me know what you guys think. And if you have one and you've had problems, you know, share those problems with us on the video, because I'd be kind of curious to see what kind of problems some people run into. But I haven't run into anything more than the normal things where I get the odd dropped call, which happens on any cell phone. Doesn't matter if it's an Apple or an Android, it does happen, you know. Other than that, I've had, you know, really no issues with it, so it's been great so far. But there you go. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. All right, check you later.